Checking, checking. Checking the audio. Yay. Sounds good. Hello and welcome to the stream. Okay, it's been a week again, but I didn't have any other time to stream until today, so today we are streaming. And I wanted today to be like a just react type stream because I'm tired. But I also wanted to do something fun, and I wanted to do this. I wanted to watch this video on stream for quite a while now. Just that I haven't streamed when I was moving. So here we are, going to watch this video. This week was quite a busy week, doing things related to the house, but also things related to like for example, I went guitar shopping because I want to get a guitar to play the guitar again. So I tried out different guitars to see what might feel good. So guitar shopping, like first round at least, just to have a look, and then I'll next week probably go see some other shops, or the week after next. But yeah, I found out that there's like these days there are guitars that have built-in speakers in them. So like you can have pretty much like the entire like pedal board built into the guitar, and you can play music out of the guitar and play along to the music as well, which was really insane to me. Maybe I can try finding this guitar to show you all. It's by this brand called Enya Guitar. not only Time Enya, but Guitar Enya. And I think it's kind of crazy. Like, I was just processing this. I haven't played guitar in like 12 years, and when I was trying this guitar, and it was like $299 with all these features. You can connect to an app on the phone and you can get it to do all sorts of things. I'm like, what is happening in this world now? What is it called? Okay, it doesn't seem like the acoustic guitars are. Okay, no, actually I found it. Okay, let's change the music. That's a bit intense. Okay, here we go. So the okay, look. Okay. Here it is. Why is it so much more expensive here? Why was I getting it at such a crazy... Like, why was I offered such a crazy price on it? Or maybe this is another one that I... maybe I wasn't looking at the X3 or something. Anyway, this guitar can be plugged into an amp. There is this... You can see this, like, little button here. Where you can press it and then it'll go into like pretty much like amplifies the sound from the guitar. You can do reverb, you can do what's the other sound? But anyway, it's I'm just like, what? It's kind of crazy. Okay, you know what? Let's watch this video and see what they have to say. Okay. I don't think this is the one that I looked at. $65% louder. Yeah, that's like the pickup is built in along with the amp. Like you no longer have to bring an amp to and cables and everything. You no longer have to pay to add pickup to your guitar. You just it's just all in here. Or you don't have to buy and bring a pedal as well because everything's in here. Or you can use the app to change it to whatever. It's insane. So I think what's cool about this is all of that I just talked about, but at the same time, I didn't really love the sound of it. Like I like warmer tone, uh, warmer, rounder, fuller, more resonant tones in guitars, not very like twangy or bright tones. And it felt quite not twangy but bright. So I don't know if I would want to go with this, but the fact that because I want to make some small riffs like and stuff like that for stream, and maybe some YouTube videos that I might make. And it would make it so much easier to be able to have like a pickup that lines in that that has all these things. There's so many things that you can do with it. So like to create your own stuff just makes it so much easier. Um, and the speaker worked really well, and the effects worked really well too. For one of the models that I saw at least. The other one sounded a little bit too artificial, like the way they boosted the sound felt a little bit artificial. Obviously, with a speaker in the guitar, and then I probably like what this technology is. That probably takes some space in the guitar too. Those things take up space in the guitar, which does affect the sound, which I think is part of what I was hearing. So I don't know, like, but then I really like the sound of just a regular guitar with no pickup at all. But at the same time, it's nice to be able to have an option to have a line in for if I wanted to record things directly into like my laptop or directly into like a recorder machine thing, or even into my phone. Um, and this house is not built for recording yet. So I don't know. So it's like I could buy like just a regular guitar with no pickup, and also buy a directional mic, which I like a condenser mic that I want to do anyway for stream. So then I want to buy a microphone anyway. I might as well buy a microphone for these two things, and then buy a guitar that I actually like and love the sound of, and would enjoy making music with. So I don't know, but the price and the options on this guitar to me are insane. Like I really like technology has come such a long way since I don't know um since the days I was playing these things, which is 12 years ago. Like from 12 years ago, now we have an all-in-one guitar show. You don't need someone to do the sound for you. You could just do it on your own phone. It's wow. Just yeah, it just kind of blew my mind. When I was trying it out, I just sat there and I was like, whoa, what the hell? That was scary. That was crazy. Oh, anyway, anyway, that was guitar shopping. So, yup, we shall look at more guitars and see what I might want to get in the future. I don't know. I think I'm probably leaning towards like a acoustic guitar with no pickup, uh, and then buying a microphone, a good microphone that will be able to record the guitar. Yep. So, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, today we are going to finally watch the video, like I said, about 1,000 players built massive Minecraft civilization on Minecraft. Because I didn't stream for 2.5 months or something like that, and I also didn't. I want to watch this video on stream, and I just wasn't on stream, therefore have not watched it. So let me just bring this up, bring the video up. I think videos are like best when I'm down here. I think. Let's see what it's like on full screen.
In the biggest social experience.
Bruh. Hold on. Calm down, please. I think it's good. Okay. Is it better if I'm down there or if I'm like up here? Maybe I should be. Whoop! Not the video. Me. Move me. I think up here is good. Okay, let's go. I'm so excited to finally watch this. I've been wanting to. I have also not watched anyone else react to this. Okay, let's go.
Experiments ever done in Minecraft.
Actually, let me check the volume. If the volume's what?
In the biggest social experiments ever done in Minecraft, I scattered 1,000 people across 4 massive islands to simulate
what about with
a
me speaking over
realistic
it?
civilization. The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead forever. No. Now
Sounds
each
good.
player has the freedom to do whatever they want.
Let's
Gather
go.
resources, join a society, become a dictator, or if it comes down to it, go to war.
Okay.
With so many people on each island, anything can
Island!
happen. But I can
A few
promise you
islands?
one thing. This
Okay.
event ended up having the most entertaining story arc I've ever seen. You do not want to miss this. So pick a nation to root
YouTube
for and
voice.
enjoy the video. I present to you the 1,000 player civilization experiment.
Okay.
Don't forget, if you want to participate in these videos, join my Discord server, and of course, subscribe to my channel. All right, everyone ready to be teleported?
Yes.
Jump if you're ready.
Hit.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I'm in.
On day 1, all 1,000 players were teleported to their islands, each its own biome. We had plains, desert, snow, and jungle.
This is huge.
Most players
Oh my
spent the
God.
first day scouting their island, searching for a place to settle, but almost immediately we started to see people dying, and oddly they were all coming from the snow island. Almost immediately we started to see people dying.
Froze to death. Sorry. First death L.
And oddly, they were
Froze
all
to
coming
death,
from the
two
snow
people.
island. It turned out people were freezing to death after getting
Makes
stuck in
sense.
powdered snow, which looks exactly
Oh,
like
man.
regular snow, but sucks you in like quicksand. This guy's trying to free his friends.
Oh.
Oh no. Even worse for the poor people on the snow island, trees were almost nowhere to be seen.
Oh, wow.
The desert island also had very few trees, which players needed if they wanted to get wood. But the
Right.
places where players did find trees quickly became extremely valuable hotspots for groups to settle at and colonize. Look at all these
Ooh.
people coming together.
Colonize.
Community crafting. They're making progress. Meanwhile, the people on the jungle
Community
island had
crafting. Oh, so cute. Community crafting. That's nice to see like collaborative strategies.
essentially unlimited trees and were thus already thinking about other things. What did you say your plan was?
I'm gonna take over the world. This is my right-hand man.
Darbo. Hello, right-hand man
Don't
Darbo.
talk to him. He doesn't speak.
While having a lot of trees did seem like an advantage at first, many jungle people found the island to be difficult to traverse, given the immense amount of trees and the hostile mobs that would spawn on the surface due to lack of sunlight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, hey, Infamous. What's up? How are you? How have you been? Been a while?
This fear of traveling also made it more difficult for jungle people to talk with each other, since players could only read chat messages from people 100 blocks away from them or less. Although frankly, at least they didn't have to see what me and the admins were looking at. Lastly, although frankly, at least they didn't have to see what me and the admins were
I was bringing for a mascot. Oh, yeah.
looking at.
Hit all of them. So funny. Okay, I'm gonna say away with his hands.
Lastly, we get to the plane.
Been pretty good. Was just about to get on RS. Okay. What are you gonna do on RuneScape? What have you been up to on RuneScape?
Island, and boy was it different from the others. It
This is
truly
the
was
plains.
just the perfect island to live on, with green grass, trees,
Wow.
animals, and no natural dangers. Guys, make a little animal
No
family.
wow.
Or farm. Not needing to worry about dying as much as everyone else, the people on the Plains Island were among the first to start mining for resources like iron or diamonds. They were also the first to build up villages and, yes, to create civilizations. Throughout the first day, you could see two main groups starting to come together. One of them a
Interesting.
democracy led by a player named Horace Crown,
Our aim is building the most beautiful and nicest city on the entire server.
and the second also a democracy led by a player named Sidefall.
I just want to make sure nobody dies.
It was actually kind of odd how similar these two civilizations were. They were both located on the southern shore, they both had democratic elections, and their leaders both wanted good for them.
One is like, let's make the most aesthetic city ever. The other one is like, nobody gets to die. Nobody dies. Everybody survives.
Their own people. I just hope nothing happens to change that.
Ish, I'm gonna make an Among Us character.
Never mind, I hope they die. Soon it was the end of day one. Players across all 4 islands logged off and made plans for the following day.
Man, this is so cool.
It was on day 2 when civilizations really began to thrive. In the southeast corner of the desert, what used to be an empty patch of grass was turning into the desert's largest nation. Hello, good sir.
Yo, what's up, Ish? The Sultan is back.
You might recognize the player storming hell from my first civilization video where he
Yeah, I
led a
haven't
nation
watched that
called
one
the
yet.
Sultanate. Well, now the desert dictator is back with the Sultanate 2.0, and this time with a population of over 100 people.
I want to maintain order and peace in the desert.
The rules,
Okay.
as established by the Sultan, included wear proper attire, do not eat pork, complete your mandatory work, and most importantly, acknowledge the Sultan as the supreme and divinely chosen leader.
Oh,
Moving on,
man.
since it was still hard to get food in the dry climate, the people of the Sultanate focused on developing different types of food production, like fishing in the surrounding ocean. On top of this, a player named
Fishing.
Drip Chicken made a chicken market, although when I checked it out myself, it turned out to be a very different type of market.
Welcome to Los Pollos Hermanos.
Thank you.
Would you like some totally legal sugar?
Anyway, we
What?
finally go back to the snow island. As I was flying
Sugar?
around, I found what I
Sugar?
can only describe as a British shrimp. Is the cold climate really the best place for a shrimp?
I mean, depends. But look at my little friend over here, you know?
Wait, who's your friend? Underneath?
Yeah, he's fully here. He's literally...
Oh.
He's chilling.
Oh, he's up here now.
No, my
Who's
fish
that?
buddy. Please
No.
go back down.
Despite the killer powdered snow and the occasional polar bear, the people on the snow island were actually doing pretty well building settlements.
Melee Nakatra? Okay. Oh, so you're doing melee now. You're training your melee? Is this a new account or your main account still? Because previously you were doing more necromancer. Well, necromancy, not necromancer in RuneScape.
Settlements together. Nobody was fighting because everyone had one common enemy, the harsh climate. That being said, it turned out that all of these snow settlements might be a bit more than just little communities. On day 2, rumor was getting out about a conspiracy that, despite them all being spread out across the entire island, a lot of these snow settlements were actually all being run by one single person whose goal was to unify the entire snow island under one mighty empire. This person's name was Alanulo, and he was running this entire empire recruitment operation from an underground bunker.
Russia?
where he felt
Is that
he was
you?
safe for the time being. Essentially what he would do was hold meetings with people who were already leaders of their own settlements and convince them to merge their civilizations with his empire so they would be stronger
strong.
together. He would give these leaders orders to fulfill, and in exchange they would be guaranteed high-ranking positions in the empire. If this empire actually succeeds in uniting all 300 people on the Snow Island, it would easily become the most powerful nation in the world. In fact, it would be bigger than the Sultanate and the two Plains democracies combined. Will this ambitious plan actually succeed? Let's see what happens in the following days.
This is so much footage to record and to deal with. Oh my god. Like you're watching all these people all the time doing all these things in all their worlds. Oh. This is main. Still I can get killed with necro, but I want to get melee down. What level are you at for attack and strength? Or like your melee, like what level are you at now? Or are you just practicing like using melee? Let's go! I can't believe Russia
We can now cover
exists
the politics
here.
of every island except for the jungle. So, what's going on here? Well, quite frankly, I had no freaking idea. It was chaos. There were about 30 different camps and tribes spread out across the entire island, and a lot of them were
This is
in
the jungle,
constant
no?
fights with each other. Oh. Who are the? What is going on? There's a fight here. Here's a tribe that imprisoned one of their own members for being quote, too rich.
I say we tax him and then let him out of jail. The wealth.
Them boots,
Okay.
take your shoes.
So overall, there was chaos, nobody trusted one another, and to add to this, nobody wanted to travel too far into the jungle because they were scared of rogue tribes and especially hostile mobs. In fact, we actually
It's so crazy because in jungles in general, in the real world, this also tended to happen. How weird. It's like it's interesting that the terrain, like, I don't know if it's the terrain that causes this, or if it's like people are like subconsciously just playing out what we can observe in the real world, but it seems like it might be the terrain that like encourages different behaviors, which is quite interesting. I got stats, but need to just practice and get the combos down. Oh, okay. That's fun. Are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying melee so far?
had to remove creepers on day 3 because they were killing too many people.
Whoever asked.
Now, there were actually two tribes that were considered the most influential in the jungle. The first, a river-based settlement called the Sea People, whose leader was killed almost immediately by a random rogue tribe. The new leader, Yeatspeak, dedicated his rule to maintaining order, but also to keeping his people happy by setting up events like stand-up comedy nights.
I got a few jokes about unemployed people. Oh wait, none of them work.
The second influential tribe was located in the dead center of the jungle, and it was what appeared to be a faction revolving around the worship of a player named Seth. Hello, Mr. Seth.
Oh, what's up, bro?
Oh, this is just creepy. You're telling me this isn't a personality cult?
Nah, I wouldn't say that. It's a way of life, alright? It's a religion.
Lastly, as I was flying around, I happened to run into
Oh,
this guy
man.
again.
I'm gonna take over the world.
Believe it or not, he had actually become the leader of a pretty impressive settlement. Granted, there was a lot of internal drama in his tribe.
Do you see this like really cool tower thing that we're building here?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah. It's really cool, isn't it? And do you see our farm over there? It looks really
Uh-huh.
cool and nice. Now come over here. Could you tell us what this is?
In short, two of Wazik's tribe members built a librarian's tower, and he thought it was ugly and wanted to burn it down. Now, when I talked to the librarians, they said Wazik just doesn't like the library because he's illiterate. As I said, drama. Now, the jungle wasn't the only place having problems. The Plains Island was seeing both a surge in development, this whole place is awesome, but
Oh my
also
God.
a rise in tension. The leader
That's
of one of the
crazy.
Plains democracies, Horace Crown, had found out that the other Plains nation, run by Sidefall, had reached out to the Snow Island looking for potential alliances. Horace Crown did not
Oh.
like that Sidefall was reaching out to other islands instead of reaching out to him, so he quickly established his own alliance with two other Plains settlements, both located on the east side of the island, which would essentially cut off Sidefall's access to most of Plains if a
Oh my
war were to
God.
break out.
We think Sidefall is definitely up to something, and we're planning to stop him.
The people living on the Plains Island, who had otherwise taken their peaceful lives for granted, were getting very worried about a potential massive war that would devastate
Oh
their
man,
homes.
human beings.
We want family, not war.
Meanwhile, on the desert island, the Sultan storming hell was not happy when he discovered that a group of mountaineers had made their home on the mountains surrounding the Sultanate. So, the two groups had a meeting to discuss this dispute over land.
Why does the Sultanate have any more right to a plot of land?
Simply, might makes right. We're stronger, so if it comes down to it, may the stronger group win.
People in the desert were starting to get worried about Storming Hell's tyrannical nature, so some of
Yeah.
them moved to a quickly growing democratic nation on the other side of the island. This was Theria, the name derived from the Greek word for freedom. I asked their elected president, Saps, about the Sultanate.
Hopefully we can establish some peaceful relations for now. I mean, we're in the middle of a desert. Why fight, you know?
Overall, each
Okay.
island had its own conflict between the desert.
It's so crazy to see the people who seek conflict and want to use conflict to resolve what problems they see, and then the people who try to just avoid conflict or want peace, or want to just make nice for the civilization they're trying to build. This is so interesting. Anyway, Infamous. Yes, big numbers is fun. Dying is also fun. Big numbers like I guess attack, like big attack numbers. Why is dying fun? I guess melee dying is more fun in some ways. Like you kind of like die in battle.
Desert's Sultan dominance, the Plains' alliance disaster, the jungle's total chaos, and the Snow Empire's takeover, at least one of these conflicts was bound to erupt very soon. And that conflict was Plains. At the beginning of Day 4, a propagandist told everyone that Sidefall was about to attack the Plains Island. Horace Crown called a code red, and everyone on Plains was freaking out, including these guys at the center of the Plains Island who built a tavern.
Actually, yeah, why that would be a role to play, I guess. Like, you just keep spreading rumors and gossip to manipulate what people are doing. That I'm surprised no one was doing that earlier. But maybe it needed to like be built to a certain level of like structure for that to matter.
on a lake. I spoke with the bartender.
Welcome to the tavern. I hope you can enjoy a nice beer, since it might be our last.
So at this point, you're probably wondering, what was Sidefall actually doing? Well, it turns out Sidefall was just as confused as everyone else, since he had no plans to attack anyone. The propagandist had lied.
I have no clue what these guys are talking about. I don't want to attack anyone. I don't want a civil war.
You were afraid. I can't believe it. So now, both sides were gearing up for a war over
man,
nothing
chaos.
but a miscommunication. And all throughout,
how
Sidefall
many
was
wars?
desperately trying to reach out to the other planes leader, saying that he didn't want war. The other
How many
leaders
wars
doubted him,
started this
but
way?
they actually agreed to meet with him as long as they met on neutral ground.
My
Whoever
God,
told you
this
guys
is.
I want war is lying.
Tell us the truth then.
While they talked, Horace Crown secretly had undercover spies search Sidefall's entire village, but he wasn't aware Sidefall had someone else place a bunch of TNT under his village.
Oh my
But before
God.
things went too far,
Folks, we have a peace deal.
by the thinnest of margins, crisis was averted. After talking, the leaders had made a peace treaty. I actually didn't get to see much of the meeting, but here's essentially what happened. Sidefall first apologized to the other planes leaders for not being open with them, specifically about his relationship with the Snow Island. He told them he had only reached out to Snow in hopes to get on the good side of a player named A Freakin' Turkey, who was apparently Olanulo's second in command. The planes leaders discussed their disagreements on foreign relations, Horace Crown preferring keeping alliances within planes, and Sidefall believing in making allies on other islands. But they were able to put their differences aside. They banished the propagandist from the Plains Island, and
To
that's
where?
the end. The four major Plains nations created a Great Plains Alliance. The Plains Island went from being on the brink of war to being the most united island of all.
Where the heck did they banish the
And
person?
it wasn't just plains. Toward the end of the day, all four islands were prospering. From the people on Snow collecting resources and building together, to the people in the desert working on the Sultan's build project, which was to create a massive holy city. Even the jungle was at peace at the end of day 4, since the remaining jungle people were just thankful that they were still alive. Soon though, it was the next day.
No.
But before we let people back onto
This
the
is a
server,
short-lived
the
peace.
admins and I decided to add a little something.
Oh.
We added a fifth island in the center
Oh, in the middle.
of the world, and we didn't tell the players that we did
Oh.
this. We wanted to see who would discover the island, how long it would take to find, and then what would happen next. So we started up the server, and the
Oh,
wait began.
territory fights.
But meanwhile, we have to talk about the Snow Island. Hello, Turkey.
Hello, Ish. How's it going?
On day 5, the player A Freakin' Turkey finally gave me a full explanation of the mysterious Snow Empire, which I found out was named the Aculon Empire.
Okay.
Still fearing for his safety, the Empire's founder, Olanulo, gave orders entirely from his secret underground bunker, while his second in command, A Freakin' Turkey, carried out his orders and led the people on the ground. You guys have settlements across the entire island.
There is a lot. Just know none of it was made by slaves.
The Empire relied on strict order to maintain peace. It's now 200 citizens who are each
If you
assigned
need to
a
tell
daily
them.
job like building, mining, or fighting. And whenever they were online, all citizens were required to be in 2 Discord voice channels at once, which I didn't even know was possible. Also, the Aculon Empire made it a point to document everything, including its list of members, its hierarchies, its physical landmarks, but everything, including its list of members, its
What in the world? Emperor, Imperator, Crown Prince, Dukes, Barons, Lords, Cohort or Citizen, Quartermaster. From Barons you get Generals and then Knights. And then under the General are the Knights. Governors, Vassal or Subfaction. Okay.
hierarchies, its physical landmarks, but what I found most impressive was the high-level operation going on in this seemingly regular building.
This singular building is the richest place in the entire server.
They called this the Quartermaster's House, and it was where the Aculon Empire not only collected and stored all its resources, but also distributed items using a complex request system, where, for example, a citizen asks for iron ingots, and then the Quartermasters decide exactly how much iron that citizen deserves based on a detailed algorithm they developed.
Oh,
Has anyone
what?
tried breaking into this place?
Not yet. Let's just say, if you tried to get in without permission, you're not gonna get a very nice welcome.
And I kid you not, just a few minutes later, this player, Xelius, was caught trying to sneak his way in, and he was sentenced to a public execution
Oh
to
my
be
God.
held the next day. Things are kind of strict around here, huh?
Public execution.
Happy man. Oh man, look at him.
The Snow Island continued to be hyper-vigilant about criminals, but so were other nations, like the Desert Sultanate, which made an inescapable prison. He is surrounded by lava. Or Wazak's nation in the jungle, which made a giant sand trap. Oh, this is
Oh
evil.
my
Just
God.
you wait until we have a nice little deliberation with something.
Yeah, I'm gonna be put to death, you know. Like,
Even planes didn't feel exactly safe, as this self-described capitalist nation made a giant wall to protect its people.
We want to make sure that communists cannot take this away from us.
But as I was talking to these guys, I got tipped off from someone in the desert that something big was about to happen. The Sultanate army's on the move.
Oh my God. They're going to
Sultan
the.
sent his elite squad on a secret nighttime mission. Their goal? To find a group of people that had been rumored to want to assassinate the Sultan. They're on
What?
the north side of the island now.
What?
Oh yeah, okay, this is our target, this is our target.
Okay, let's go, let's go.
According to the Sultan, the people hiding in this little settlement were indeed the attempted assassins, and now the group had a decision to make.
Oh, we're gonna kill this guy.
Do we kill this guy?
Up until now, there hadn't been any violence between desert nations. Will this be the breaking point?
Oh.
We
What
are
the
showing
heck?
the desert that if you make plans to kill me, justice will come for you.
The Sultan's elite squad spent the rest of the night raiding the settlement, but during their chase of another suspected assassin, they ran, literally, into a major dilemma.
We know he's running to Syria.
The guy they were trying to kill was running toward the democratic nation of Theria to get asylum there. The Sultanate is really about to roll up on Theria. Holy, this could cause a major conflict. But the Sultanate's army didn't care. They
Oh my God.
barged into Theria and searched every single house to find this
Oh my
one
God, that's
person
war.
who ultimately ended up getting away. Meanwhile, the people of Theria were freaked out by the raid.
No.
But when they looked to their leader Saps for guidance, he was nowhere to be seen. He
What?
had fled.
He fled?
Eventually, the Sultanate's army left, but Theria was not going to forget this.
He had fled to where? Drama.
By attempting to blow up the Quartermaster's house, Xelius betrayed our people. And for this, he must die. Glory to Aculon.
What
It was a busy day
is
for
happening?
a freaking Turkey. The execution was successful, but the Empire didn't yet have a written constitution or a justice system. So a freaking Turkey met with a player who claimed to be a lawyer to set up a legal system.
You get
Okay.
the smaller seat, unfortunately, but do know it is quite important as well.
I'm used to cramming into tight spaces.
Afterward, a freaking Turkey took his guard to Drew and confronted some farmers who he claimed weren't producing enough food for the
Oh,
Empire.
God.
I swear I will not miss any payment I have to owe you.
Drew,
Thanks.
the bow, please. I expect 5 stacks of bread delivered within 1 to 2 business days.
Even
Oh,
though he
God.
was a little tyrannical at times, a freaking Turkey was actually becoming very well liked in the Aculon Empire because he got things done and he was a charismatic
Oh.
speaker.
Fellow citizens, it is my distinct honor to pronounce Steve and Pixel as husband and wife.
What? He's
See, even though he was
officiating
only
marriages?
second in command of the Snow's Aculon Empire, many people were starting to view a freaking Turkey as a better candidate for leader than Alanulo, since most people in the Empire had never even seen Alanulo, given that he's been hiding underground the entire time, afraid of being assassinated. In fact, some of his own citizens weren't even sure he existed. While Alanulo ruled from afar, only talking with high-ranking officials, a freaking Turkey was considered a man of the people, someone who talks to everyone. In fact, a freaking Turkey had gained so much notoriety that leaders of other nations were starting to reach out to him for alliances rather than to Alanulo. So as a result of all of this, Alanulo was starting to get a little worried.
Turkey knows that I created this empire and its entire political system, and as long as I am alive, I will be its only ruler.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
Our monkey religion, we hold fast to.
It's jungle
Here
time.
on the Jungle Island, things haven't slowed down one bit. Amidst the chaos, this small group had made a monkey religion, and their goal was to build the biggest tree in the entire world.
The monkey never stops. While everyone else is fighting and killing each other, we are peacefully building.
By now, every tribe in the jungle seemed to have its own goal. These guys, building a tree. This group, called the Blue Cross, provided food and shelter to refugees. Meanwhile, Wazak's goal, which was still to take over the world, was seemingly driving him mad, especially after the librarians built a second tower. You did this out of spite, didn't you?
Yeah.
Overall, it seemed like there was a lot on Wazak's mind, as if he was planning something big. Meanwhile, Seth and the Sea People were still the two biggest tribes in the jungle, and both pursued very innovative political strategies. For example, Seth got married, but only so he could parade around the jungle and demand wedding gifts from everyone. And you know what? It freaking worked. The Sea People, on the other hand, had taken on a massive goal, which was to finally end the chaos in the jungle. And they did this by sending out stealth groups and hunting down thieves, murderers, and anyone who they claimed did wrong. However, some of the supposed wrongdoers they killed were actually allies of Seth. In response, Seth demanded that the Sea People stop their initiative immediately, but the Sea People planned to continue. All of a sudden, the jungle island was on the verge of a massive war, as if there wasn't enough chaos already.
I guess previously they had more like skirmishes, and then now it's like there's probably gonna be a bigger fight.
Wait, is someone actually here?
I think so.
Whoa, this is crazy. This is awesome, man.
On day 7, a player named the Pokemonkey discovered the secret 5th island.
Oh,
the island
finally.
had a mysterious dead terrain, a small pre-built village in the center, and underground, it contained netherite, which is the strongest and rarest resource in the world. Now, Pokemonkey was a part of Sidefall's nation in Plains, and he quickly alerted Sidefall about the very strange and unexpected discovery he'd just made. He's taking the blue lantern so people believe him. Guys, I'm not lying, there really is an island! 2 minutes later,
I guess that makes
another
sense.
person found the center island. This time, someone from the jungle. Then, like a domino effect, more and more people started arriving.
I wonder why.
typically
Why on
either
this day?
alone or in small groups, like these guys from the desert. Even though they all came from different islands and nations, nobody was
Interesting.
fighting. In fact, they seemed to be forming friendships and simply admiring this new mysterious place. He's saying this is amazing. Quickly, word began spreading across the world that there was a 5th island, and about 30 minutes into day 7, basically everyone knew. It was crazy how fast everyone found out. Now, some nations were hesitant about visiting, believing that the island was some sort of trap, while other nations like the Aculon Acheron Empire sent out large exploratory groups to investigate the island. So Acheron is here, but instead of mining for netherite, they're taking the wool from the tents. Oh, they don't have sheep in the snow island. That makes sense. Something I found interesting was that no nation,
Just
not
taking
even
the
Snow
resources
Empire,
that they
had the
need.
courage to publicly claim the center island as part of their nation, as their territory. Probably because it would result in conflict with other nations, which was my secret intention when adding the island, that it would cause some type of war. But it didn't cause a war. Or maybe just not yet.
Not yet, I think. So far,
Meanwhile, I present
wars have
to
been
you
averted.
the story of Los Pollos Hermanos. Wow, you've really expanded your business.
Yeah, we're doing quite well.
Because starvation was such a big problem in the desert, Drip Chicken had made it his life's mission to feed the people of the desert. And ever since I spoke with him on day 2 next to his little food stand, Los Pollos Hermanos had become a staple of the Sultanate. But this business would soon run into some problems.
Why?
See, on days 4 and 5, the Sultan storming hell was unsatisfied with the slow progress on his build project, the Holy City. So he demanded that the farmers of the Sultanate stop growing food and instead work on his build project. And just like that,
oh my
the
god,
food supply going into Los Pollos Hermanos had
every
completely
dictatorship.
stopped. The restaurant suddenly had no food available to sell.
Dude. Oh my god, Russia, is that you again? Well, not Russia, but like the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union.
Having no food, Drip Chicken was instead forced to sell some questionable products, and if he was caught selling these products by either the Sultan or the Sultan's twin guards, he would probably receive a life sentence in the Sultanate prison. Meanwhile, the farmers of the Sultanate were unhappy since they wanted to farm, not be forced to build.
Yep.
So in a rebellious move on day 5, Drip Chicken and the farmers secretly set up a meeting with Saps, the leader of Theria.
Let's go.
I know you want to
Rebellion.
make Theria, but if you do, the Sultan will send his elite squad to hunt you down.
So, what do we do?
Go to plains or something. There's about to be chaos in the desert.
And Saps was correct. There was about to be chaos in the desert, for reasons he couldn't tell the farmers just yet, but he did tell me.
You know who Davert is?
Yeah, I think so. He's one of the twin guards, right?
He's about to leave the Sultanate and join me.
Really? The two people the Sultan trusts the most are his 2 twin guards, the brothers Davrit and Zamta, but one of them had grown tired of the authoritarian and warmongering ways of the Sultan.
Yes,
so Davrit had reached out to the leader of Theria, and together they created the single craziest plan I have ever heard, and this was it. First, Davrit leaves the Sultanate to join Theria. Next, the Sultan finds out about the betrayal and sends his elite squad to kill Davrit. Then, when the elite squad is away hunting for Davrit and the Sultan is therefore alone, Davrit will sneak back into the Sultanate and kill the Sultan. Davrit
Oh my
will
god.
then claim leadership over the Sultanate, and as the
Holy
new
shit.
leader, he will finally bring peace to the desert. Davrit, there is no way this works.
Brother, grow some chest hair. Trust me, you'll work, alright?
So, at the end of day 7, Davrit snuck out of the Sultanate and headed to Theria to
Let's
begin the
go.
operation, while Drip Chicken and the farmers fled to the Plains Island. On their way out, some of them took one final look back at their home, at their restaurant, knowing that they would probably never see it again, knowing that the story of Los Pollos Hermanos
Bye-bye,
had
Los
come
Pollos.
to an end.
Are they just swimming? Okay.
On day 8, there was a major event on the Snow Island. For the first time ever, Emperor Olanulo had come out from his underground bunker. He had summoned the entire Snow Island to the Aculon Castle so he could publicly be crowned as the leader. Before the coronation, all high-ranking officials were required to provide Alanilo a gift.
I present to you a high-quality pair of premium brand sneakers.
Thank you, Applewood.
I, Baron
Applewood.
Saul Goodman, give you this present, Lord Olanulo. My presence is your present.
After the gifts, Olanulo asked his second-in-command, A Freakin' Turkey, to make a speech affirming Olanulo's undisputed leadership.
Oh, shit.
My friends, the Aculan Empire is the strongest nation in the world. Not because of one leader, but because of all of us.
Oh.
Thank you, Turkey.
At the end of the ceremony, Olanulo asked all of his citizens to follow him out of the castle, down the main path of the Empire, in a symbolic move meant to showcase the unity of the Snow Island.
Some drama's gonna happen. Some drama's gonna happen.
But this image of unity was only a mirage. There was a lot of discontent building within the Empire for many reasons. People didn't like that Olanilo's knights were constantly bossing them around, nor did the Aculan builders like it when Olanilo forced them to work on the Aculan castle instead of letting them finish their own projects. There was this general sense that Olanilo might be overreaching with his power, especially when he started spying on his own citizens to see who was criticizing his leadership.
Oh my God.
Olanilo believed that in order for his citizens to have a good life, they have to live in a strong nation, and the only way to maintain a strong nation was through complete unity under a powerful and unchallenged leader.
China? China? Is that you?
This is why Olanilo was fearful about the discontent within his nation, as well as the rising popularity of his second-in-command, A Freakin' Turkey. Knowing that they were being spied on, many of A Freakin' Turkey's supporters were becoming scared living on the Snow Island, afraid that they would be executed for not supporting Olanilo's leadership. So, with the help of A Freakin' Turkey, plus another high-ranking official, its Ender, some Aculan citizens organized secret evacuations out of the Snow Island through underground tunnels, some of which led to Seth's nation in the jungle, others going to Sidefall's nation in plains. Both Seth and Sidefall were very open to accepting refugees, especially those who opposed Olanilo, someone who they believed to be a dangerous tyrant.
True,
also, they
he
had just
is.
found out that Olanilo had actually sent spies all across the world, including into their own nations, so
Oh my
they
God,
didn't like
what?
him very much.
We're not going back until there's some form of democracy in Snow.
I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
Meanwhile in Plains, Mr. Turkey, are you starting a revolution?
No, I do not want a revolution. I just want to make sure Olanilo doesn't kill these people.
When are you going back to the Snow Island?
Probably tomorrow, because I'm gonna try and host a meeting with Olanilo. I just think he's gone too far.
So while A Freakin' Turkey stayed on the Plains Island for the rest of the day, Seth and Sidefall created the first ever multi-island treaty. This treaty not only established Seth and Sidefall as allies, but it also declared their nations refugee states, ones that are willing to accept all people fleeing from dictatorial regimes, like the Sultanate or the Aculan Empire. As for A Freakin' Turkey's position in the Aculan Empire, he was still technically the second in command.
I'm worried
but
about
it
A
was
Freakin'
only
Turkey.
a matter of time before Olanilo finds out about the missing citizens,
Yeah, I'm
and then
worried.
it's very likely that Turkey will be stripped of his position or be kicked out of the Snow Island entirely and
Just
become a
kicked out?
refugee himself.
At best, he's kicked out. I think he's gonna get killed.
Yeah, I don't know if... Wait, is that a basketball court? On day 8, the center island was getting a lot of visits from curious players, and instead of fighting each other, everyone was just kind of hanging out and doing their own thing.
Look at this.
What is this? Don't question me. Later that night, some adventurers started terraforming the dead terrain, making it green. This actually looks not bad. These guys, meanwhile, made a secret underground church, and they hosted many ceremonies and cultural events. What type of ritual is this? Now, I actually attended 2 churches on day 8, the second one inside Falls Nation, although I was very disturbed by the person sitting next to me.
After a near-death experience, life began to feel more sacred. Only few in heart the wonders they hold. I cannot say what they are, however. Right way to lead this world.
Whoa, what did I do? They're taking him away. Oh no. Later that night, the Plains Island received an unexpected visit from the Aculon Empire's state-sponsored journalist. I'm with the news. Down with the news. Go away, tabloids. Go away. No false news today. They're kicking out the journalists. Oh my god. Meanwhile, I ran into these Plains farmers who literally did nothing but plant wheat everywhere. Oh my god.
Look at all this freaking wheat.
Now, right next to the wheat field was a cookie factory in Horus Crown's nation, which took the
You
wheat
need a lot of
and
wheat
made a
to make a lot
variety
of
of
cookies.
baked goods. See, ever since the Great Plains Alliance was signed on day 4, the people of Plains believed their island to be, for the most part, a very safe place to live, and as a result, many players felt secure enough to run their own businesses. There was the bakery, an Outback Steakhouse, boating and kayaking, 2 KFCs, and there was the most recent addition, Los Pollos Hermanos.
Aww.
You made one in the Plains biome?
Yes. Expansion.
Claiming refugee status, Drip Chicken and the Sultanate farmers received citizenship inside Falls Nation, where they were able to rebuild their famous restaurant, and the people of Plains welcomed the refugees with open arms. The only person who wasn't happy was the owner of KFC, who now had competition. Anyway, when word got out in the desert that Drip Chicken and the farmers had fled the Sultanate, as did Davrit, many loyalists in the Sultanate were furious with these betrayals. While the Sultanate was still the second most powerful nation in the world, the first being Aculon, these betrayals of the Sultanate hurt the Sultan's public image, and he feared being seen as weak by the world and by his own people. So predictably, the Sultan sent his elite squad out into the desert to try to find and kill both Davrit and Drip Chicken. But instead of staying home in the Sultanate, this time the Sultan traveled with his elite squad. This threw a wrench into Davrit's assassination plan, and Davrit had no choice but to keep hiding underground until he saw an opportunity to strike. Meanwhile, the leader of Theria, Saps, was extremely worried because he knew that the fate of his nation and his people rested on this assassination attempt. If it succeeds and the Sultan is killed, well, then all is well. But if it fails, it will only be a matter of time before the Sultan finds out that Saps was behind the plan, and then there is no doubt that the Sultan will seek revenge.
It's gonna be
and
war.
absolutely obliterate Theria, killing not just Saps, but all his people, who, by the way, were entirely innocent. Saps purposefully didn't tell any of his citizens that he was involved in an assassination plot because they definitely wouldn't approve of something that puts them in such danger. All of this tension in the desert was really starting to get to some people, like this group, which made a giant lava wall around their civilization. They wanted nothing to do with the politics of the desert, and they were rather paranoid about everything.
The walls keep us safe. We can't leave the walls for long, because then we're not safe. Everyone inside the walls is safe, everyone outside is not safe. They're strangers, we shouldn't trust them. Oh, by the way, also don't push any buttons you find in here.
Okay. I actually think this group was more of a cult than a civilization, but still, I think they had the right idea.
Yeah.
And
Oh
now
my god.
we go back to the Jungle War. I say war because both major nations had already basically decided that they cannot coexist in the jungle. Seth was mad at the Sea People for killing many of his allies, while the Sea People were mad because Seth wouldn't let them kill those who they believed to be criminals. Neither nation was willing to compromise on this, so war seemed inevitable. However, because Seth had also recently formed an alliance with Sidefall from Plains,
Yeah.
a war between the two jungle nations would likely cause Sidefall, as well as the rest of the Plains Island, to join the battle, thus turning this into an actual world war. So, given that the stakes were so much higher now, both sides agreed to have one final meeting to maybe work things out. It was Wazak who quickly offered his nation as a good neutral location for the meeting, and he was quite enthusiastic about hosting. On day 8, Seth and the Sea People sent their highest ranking officials to Wazak's nation, where the meeting would take place.
Alright, Seth, you're up first.
I think the sea people are killing people for a lot of irrational reasons. So, you know, as an example, right? They had 5 stacks of cookies taken from them. That takes like 3 minutes to get, bro. And he's like, I don't think you should murder someone over there.
We requested he give it back, and he basically said no, so he was put on KOS and we killed him.
So that was exactly what Seth just said.
Let me add some context.
Soon, the argument began to escalate.
And the people you attacked were direct allies.
I'm sorry, but what other ways do we have to stop the chaos in the jungle?
They stole. They didn't deserve to be killed over it.
Do you really want to go to war over this?
Well, if you keep killing our people, then we won't just stand by and watch.
Alright, fine. The Sea People declare war.
Alright, let's do it.
But before a fight could begin, Wazak yelled,
"Double, no!"
Double?
Oh my god.
Go!
Wazak had just killed 7 people using his sand trap before getting away. Seth and the Sea People decided to put their war on hold and declared a unified worldwide manhunt for Wazak. Everyone was confused about why Wazak did this, but then I remembered something Wazak had told me the day before.
Listen, if the war breaks out, I have a plan to stop it.
Really? How?
Oh, you'll see, my friend.
When Seth and the Sea People declared war on each other, Wazak decided to use his sand trap and make himself the villain, so that the entire jungle would make peace to unite against him, therefore actually preventing a world war.
Oh no,
Wazak hiding underground. After spending most of the previous day trying to hunt down his enemies, the Sultan storming Hell decided to take a break from the hunt and attend a wedding hosted by a small neighboring desert nation. It was a huge honor in the desert for the Sultan to visit your civilization, so there was a lot of buzz surrounding the Sultan's visit, and everyone in the desert knew he would be there. Zamta the twin guard was also at the wedding, and he was quite thankful for the break since he secretly despised having to hunt for his own brother. When the Sultan demanded that Davert be tracked down and killed, Zamta was horrified by this order, but he kept silent, fearing that he'd be next. Zamta could only hope that Davert was far away now, hiding in a place where the Sultan would never find him. But it turned out Davert was not far away at all, because he was on a mission.
What?
He's actually here. Davert was coming to kill the Sultan.
Oh my god,
He had to be sneaky because the Sultan was guarded by his elite team. The plan was to catch him and his team off guard since it would only take a few hits to kill him.
Oh my god.
I'm so nervous right now. Did the wedding end? The wedding's over. He's leaving. Oh, he's leaving.
No.
Oh,
let's go.
Davert.
Let's go. Let's go.
Holy crap. Oh. He's hit him so many times. Wait, Storming's getting away? The elite team is on Davert big time. Oh.
Come on.
Oh. Oh, he's getting close. He's getting close. Everyone's here now. This is insane.
Oh no! This is so dramatic. No, Sap. Man, that was drama.
Home, I think. What is happening?
Come on, come on. Come on, kill him. Yes! Let's go! Let's go!
Oh boy. Angry about the death of his brother Davrit, Zamta betrayed and killed the Sultan storming hell in what he called an act of revenge. All of a sudden, within the span of a few minutes, storming hell, Saps, and Davrit were all dead. Both the Sultanate and Theria were without a leader, and the desert island was in a state of total confusion.
There's a
Now,
power
because
vacuum.
The Sultanate didn't have a solid line of succession. There was a short power struggle that ended with the Sultanate getting completely dissolved. On day 9, the second most powerful nation in the world had fallen, and most of the Sultanate's citizens ended up fleeing. That being said, it wasn't totally the end. Some who were still loyal to the late Sultan decided to form their own militias, whose only goal was to track down Zamta and avenge the Sultan.
We are called by our divine leader to kill the dirty traitor. Mashallah.
Okay.
Theria, on the other hand, didn't dissolve and instead elected a new leader, a player named Jophiel, who was well liked and trusted in the community. Still, the people of Theria would continue to live in a state of fear, afraid they would be invaded by one of the new desert militias.
Yeah.
Also, they would never find out why their founder Saps jumped off the Therian tower, which he did because of guilt. After he saw Davrit die, Saps believed that the Sultan would invade and destroy Theria, and he felt too ashamed knowing that he would be responsible. It was only thanks to Zamta that the invasion didn't happen.
True.
The death of the Sultan sent shockwaves throughout not just the desert, but the whole world. Many nations went on lockdown, including the Aquilon Empire. While they technically weren't allies, Emperor Olanilo had always admired Sultan Storming Hell's strong authoritarian leadership. So after the lockdown, Olanilo sent his diplomats to the desert to offer support to the Sultanate militias. At the same time, on the Plains Island, Drip Chicken of Los Pollos Hermanos was watching the desert from afar, and he was worried about these rumored desert militias. Because Drip Chicken was from the desert, he was able to educate his customers in Plains about the politics of the desert, and after Saps' death, he encouraged Sidefall to send diplomats to Theria quickly, and Sidefall did just that. On day 9, Theria officially joined Seth and all the Plains nations in the refugee state contract, and what originally started as a simple refugee agreement between Seth and Sidefall had now turned into a worldwide alliance called the Alliance of Democratic Nations, or put simply, the Allies.
Oh, and then the biggest what is that person's name? I mean, the top biggest
As
nation.
the people of the Aculon Empire continued
Yeah,
their
Aculon.
daily routines, the highest-ranking
not
officials
in
of the
it.
Empire gathered to discuss the new existential dilemma they were now facing. The Aculon Empire had always been the most powerful nation in the world, and it still technically is, but when adding together the populations of all the states in the Democratic Nations Alliance, it is the allies that have more people overall. This made Aculon officials extremely worried. They saw this as the first legitimate threat to the regime. Olanulo agreed with this view, but at the moment, his attention was on another problem entirely, the problem known as A Freakin' Turkey.
Man.
A Freakin' Turkey's rise to popularity had always bothered Olanulo, but now this conflict was at an absolute breaking point because yesterday, one of Olanulo's spies caught A Freakin' Turkey helping Snow citizens flee the Empire. Fleeing or defecting was strictly against Aculon law.
Oh
Olanulo's
god.
spy also saw A Freakin' Turkey hanging out with not just Sidefall, but nearly all the major Plains leaders, which made Olanulo think, is A Freakin' Turkey planning something? Is he secretly working with the allies? Is he about to orchestrate a full-scale revolution or an invasion of the Aculon Empire? These were all questions that Olanulo was wrestling with, and the more he thought about it, the more he convinced himself that A Freakin' Turkey was probably committing some sort of treason
no, A
and
Freakin'
needed to be
Turkey.
stopped. Yesterday,
He's gonna
A Freakin'
die.
Turkey had reached out to Olanulo for a meeting, and today, Olanulo accepted this request, but with a few conditions. 1, this meeting takes place at the Aculon Castle. 2,
Oh,
Turkey comes alone. And 3, the
No.
meeting takes place not today, but tomorrow, because Olanulo needed some extra time for his builders to finish a certain project located on the top of the Aculon Castle. Nobody knew why or what the strange-looking tower was, but Olanulo insisted it be completed by the time Turkey shows up.
He's gonna get him to jump.
Tomorrow is certainly going to be interesting, so make sure everyone's ready.
Lastly, later in the day,
He's gonna
Olanulo
get him to
sent
jump.
diplomats to establish alliances with both the desert militias and with the sea people in the jungle. Olanulo appreciated the sea people's value of order, and he promised that he will help them stop the chaos in the jungle and help them catch their #1 most wanted criminal, Wazuk. The sea people accepted this alliance, but they ended up not needing Aculon's help because late into day 9, Wazuk decided to turn himself in. He's about to be executed. A guilty conscience, perhaps.
All right, Wazuk, I understand you have a prepared statement. You may now read your final words.
Yes, thank you. Hello everyone, it's your old friend Wazok. In the beginning, I wanted to rule the world. But I've made some bad decisions. And now, it's my time to go.
You killed innocents. Stop making speech.
If there's one thing I've learned, is that time can never be your trusted friend. Long live the jungle.
Kill him. Oh.
After deciding that being a criminal in hiding isn't how he wanted to live, Wazuk instead chose to face his inevitable death on his own terms, and by doing so, he gave the jungle one last moment of unity.
Anyone else jumping?
The conflict between the two major jungle tribes was still unresolved, especially now that they were in opposing alliances, but for this brief moment, there was peace in the jungle. Well, that was fun. Everyone's coming
Okay.
down the tree now.
Oh man.
Most nations around the world took the end of day 9 to rest and reflect on how far they've come. For example, the Jungle's Blue Cross Tribe celebrated becoming international with at least one charity location on each island.
What?
Meanwhile, in the desert, the two Sultanate militias held a funeral for the late Sultan, where they vowed to get revenge and chanted death to Theria, after which they proceeded to finish building the Sultan's holy city in his honor. Theria, on the other hand, expanded its reach into the arts and became the first civilization to develop music.
Okay. So cool.
Lastly, on the Plains Island, businesses were booming and civilizations were thriving. On day 9, the Plains Island had finished the construction of the ISH, the International State Highway, which made trade and transportation between the major Plains nations much faster. Overall, the building and architecture and player creativity in Plains was simply amazing, and it was all made
So crazy.
possible by the political stability of the Plains Island. Many in the desert and
What political stability and having a shitload of resources can do.
jungle and snow looked at Plains as the shining beacon that they can aspire to be like one day.
Well, political stability, a shitload of resources, and collaborative strategies.
As the end of the day approached, a freaking turkey returned to the Plains Tavern
Oh,
after
man.
spending the day traveling around the world, visiting
He's gonna
civilizations in
die.
the jungle, the deserts, and of course the Plains Island. During many of his visits, he was very surprised when he found out that most people from these foreign nations not only knew about him, but admired him. This was because rumor had spread about his disobedience to Alanulo, and as a result, he had earned a worldwide reputation as the savior of refugees, the honorable rebel, the man who stood up to the emperor, and
He's gonna
everywhere
die.
a freaking turkey went, he was welcomed with open arms. By the way, I think he would have been perfect for that.
Yeah, I heard there was a comedy show here. You should have called me over.
When it came to the Aculon Empire, the truth was, a freaking turkey had no intention of causing any type of uprising or revolution. In fact, he was strictly against the idea, knowing just how devastating a major war would be. But he did want change in the Empire. During his prolonged stay in Plains, he had seen what freedom and democracy look like. He had come to regret his more tyrannical actions in the early days, and he now envisioned a reformed Aculon Empire. His new dream was to bring democracy to Snow, bring freedom to the people of the Aculon Empire, and make the Snow refugees feel safe to come back home.
I might just be overly optimistic, but I think we can achieve world peace.
Okay. If a freaking turkey
Oh
is
no,
able
a
to
freaking
convince
turkey!
Alanulo to convert the empire
gonna
from
die.
a tyrannical dictatorship into a free democracy, and then
He's not gonna be able to change the mind of that insecure, anxious, what's the word, paranoid leader.
the Aculon Empire ends up joining the Allies, then world peace wouldn't just be a far-fetched idea for wishful thinkers. It would actually happen. With this massive goal in mind, a freaking turkey prepared for tomorrow for his big meeting with Alanulo.
Just remember everything we talked about. We'll be watching.
Before a freaking turkey took off for the Snow Island, he had met with the 4 major Plains leaders one last time to tell them what he hopes to achieve in his upcoming talk with Alanulo.
He's so gonna die. He's gonna die. Oh my god.
Pessimistic. See, when they heard about Alanulo's strict conditions for the meeting to take place, they suspected that this was going to be the meeting where Alanulo removes Turkey from his second-in-command position, or worse, puts Turkey in Aculon's prison.
Oh right, he could just not
Whatever
die. He
happens
might just be
today,
imprisoned.
The Plains leaders promised Turkey that he has the full support of the allied nations. Even if they can't attend the meeting, they will be watching and will do whatever they can to help him.
How will they help him? With this against this crazy man.
There we go. Turkey is now back on the snow island.
Oh my
I
god.
think he's going to the meeting right away.
He's gonna die. No, actually, it is worse. I don't think he's gonna die. Wait, I still think he's probably. I think he's gonna die, but it could be that he is in prison forever because it seems like that is what they tended to do with people.
This is weird. Turkey's been at the castle for like a few minutes now, and Elaniel's nowhere to be seen.
Oh no.
Oh, he's right here. He's on his way.
No.
There we go.
Okay.
Everyone's here now. I think everyone's here now. Knights come to the castle. Wow, I think these are all the high-ranking officials of Aculon. They're all here.
Ooh, high-ranking officials.
Hear ye. All barons, Duke Turkey, and fellow knights have now come together to speak with Emperor Elanulo. Elanulo, would you please start the conversation?
Wait. Turkey, hold up. So before we begin, sorry to interrupt. I have a special thing I want to do real quick.
Wait.
Here.
Drew, not yet. I want to do something first. Turkey, can you sit on the throne for a second?
No.
Why?
Just do it.
Okay. What are we doing?
What is happening?
Can I trust you, Turkey?
Yeah?
You like
What?
this, right? Sitting on the throne?
You put me on here. I don't know what you're talking about.
In front of all these people?
What are you getting on about?
I know that you've colluded with the Plains Alliance. And I know that you want to take over this nation. Take this throne for yourself.
Whoa. What?
There's nothing you can do at this point to convince me that you're not plotting a revolution against me. I caught you red-handed.
No! Elanulo! Yes, I've talked with Plains. I've also talked with Desert and Jungle. I am a diplomat. And I'll tell you this, all those people that I talked with will become our allies the moment we turn this place into an actual democracy.
But that's not what he
Why are
wants.
you secretly leading people off my island?
Because they thought you were going to kill them. And to be honest, so did I. So that's the point of this meeting. You want to get rid of me? You know what? How about I just leave, and you won't have to deal with me again? I'm just gonna go, okay?
That's not what he wants.
Yeah, and then you'll come back with an army. I'm sorry, Turkey.
Is he falling from a height? Not even. I knew it! I knew he was gonna die! I knew he was gonna die.
Oh! Wait, they're killing Turkey's supporters! They're hunting down his supporters as well! This is crazy. Like that, there was a purge on the Snow Island, and many of Turkey's supporters were killed.
Yep.
The few who were able to escape immediately swam to the other islands to tell everyone exactly what happened.
And all of the knights started executing Bernie, Ender, Turkey, they assassinated some of the most loved members of Akalon.
When a freaking Turkey's death message appeared in
Hey,
chat,
hello,
people around
commitment
the
2000.
world were
Yeah, boo,
outraged,
what the
and
hell?
shortly after, the leaders of the allied nations started activating their militaries, putting them on standby.
This isn't satisfaction on RuneScape. Well, I wanted to watch this video for like months, so here I am.
Turkey once
Freedom.
visited Los Pollos Hermanos. I'm giving the army chicken for 50% off to make sure they're ready for battle.
Meanwhile, Alanulo got word that the allies were preparing their armies, so he declared a full lockdown, reached out to his own allies, and called them to the Akulon castle to be ready in case the allies declare war. And sure
Oh my
enough,
god,
when
there
the
might be
Plains
World
leaders
War.
talked with Theria and Seth, the vote was unanimous. On day 10, the Alliance of Democratic Nations officially declared war on the Akulon Empire.
I just want to say I wish you luck and great success. Hopefully we all see some of you tomorrow to sign the constitution of the new Akulon Republic, the new Akulon Republic that we all dream about having. Thank you. Thank you all.
This isn't about us. This isn't about our lives. It's about getting justice for Turkey and ridding the world of tyranny.
Turkey became a
Nations met up
martyr.
at the center island so they could attack the Snow Island together.
Today, we fight for revenge. We fight for freedom.
But little did the allies know, Alanulo had set a trap. The Akulon builders had taken inspiration from history and created what they called the Iron Torch, the most advanced defensive tower in the world, complete with dangerous height, sturdy walls, arrow slits, and lava cover. This is crazy.
Lava cover. I guess to prevent like air attacks.
Here.
Man, to invade is so much harder. You don't know what they've prepared.
Time can never be.
What is this
your
edit?
trusted friend or your sworn ally. No, it's the harshest mistress of all.
Anyway, yeah, this is cheesy, but it's been cool to watch.
It's just a chain of moments spent, 1,000 hellos and goodbyes. Maybe a love like ours can lead out its call.
Watch out, they're coming up.
I wonder how they know who is who, like who's on whose side. Oh, Zomta!
They're dropping lava on them.
Watch out for the arrows now. Keep going.
It would be great if... Man, I wonder who's gonna win. Come on, come on. Yes. Justice. That's such a
What?
that's such a tame death though for him.
Soon after Olanulo died, the Aculon Empire officially surrendered.
Wait, Aculon officials say they surrendered?
Oh.
But even though Aculon
Kill them!
surrendered, the Allies didn't stop fighting. No mercy, no mercy. They're all saying
No mercy.
Like that, there was a purge on the Snow Island.
Oh
But
my
this
God.
time, it was the supporters of Turkey doing the killing. This is just an absolute slaughter fest. After a while,
Goodbye,
the
shrimp.
Allies had completely taken over the Iron Torch, and all the Aculon forces had either been killed or had fled the island and gone into hiding. And with that, the Alliance of Democratic Nations had defeated the Aculon Empire. It was only when the war ended and the clouds parted that the Allies were finally able to reflect on what they had done.
Oh.
They had succeeded, but they had also shown no mercy.
At what cost?
When their enemy surrendered, they continued to be ruthless and thirsty for blood. It was as if they had become their enemy. As the Allies each safely returned to their homes, now with a clear mind, many of them felt regret. Neither side was completely innocent, and the war was complicated. But at least it was over. And the Allies had won.
I wonder how
Over
they
the
decided.
next few days,
Okay.
the people of Plains, Theria, Seth, and a few smaller nations created a world alliance with a massive parliament building on the center island where world leaders met to discuss the affairs of their nations and, most importantly, to keep the peace. And the first order of business was pardoning the few living players who fought for Aculon so they didn't have to live in hiding. Meanwhile, the snow refugees were able to move back to the Snow Island and create the new Aculon Republic, putting democracy in snow. They also tore down the remains of the Iron Torch and put in its place a graveyard honoring all who died in the Battle of Aculon. And overlooking the graveyard was the man, or Turkey, who inspired them all.
Okay. Oh, that's huge. Oh my god.
And so, the jungle went back to hosting comedy shows, the desert went back to pursuing the arts, and Drift Chicken went back to running Los Pollos Hermanos. After all that happened throughout the days, things were finally settling down. For many players, the newfound peace allowed for new stories to begin. But for us, it's a good place to end.
Alright. Nice video. Really nice video. Yay! I'm glad we finally got to watch it. Oh my god. That was crazy. If only the world would actually learn that way. And we would stop war. Warring with each other and realize that it's not worth it. Yay! Nice video. Good video. Good video. That was nice. I also I wanted to watch the 1,000 players simulate Civilization Rich and Poor. That's the most recent one that everyone was talking about, but that stream will have to be like more than 3 hours long, which is not today. So next time. Next time. For now, we are going to do daily games. Let's change the let's do daily games. Daily games time. Daily games time. Ba-da-da-da-da-ba-ba. That was a really nice video. I enjoyed that very much. Very sad that the world will not actually be like that, but well, maybe one day. Maybe one day. Okay. First things first, we are going to play travel. So we're doing the daily travel. What the hell? Daily travel. Okay. Somaliland to Guinea. Oh my god, this is... Where are we? Okay, I have to use the help, I think. I'm gonna need to do this for sure. We are in Africa. I mean, I knew that, but like, what? I'm gonna have to do this too. E? Okay, I think this is Ethiopia. Nice. What the hell is SS? S. SS? U. What is SS? What would SS be? SS. 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 The hell? SS. We either have to go with S or SS. SS. Let's go with Sudan. Okay. C. The only C I know. C or C. A. R. C. L. L. E. L. C. C. Chad? Chad? Okay. N. N. One of this has to be Nigeria. Okay. Oh man, why did oh, this is Maybe I should guess this top one because that's so like I just need to do one more guess. M. 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 Ooh, let's do with this. N. What's this? Where is this? What? Okay, never mind. Where the hell is that? Okay, we're gonna go with this. Yay! Okay, what's the show results? The fastest was Somaliland, Ethiopia, Sudan, Libya, Algeria, Mali, Guinea. Okay. Oh well, close enough. No, can I not? I don't want to do this. I want to do the... Let's do weekly challenge. Today I like to travel from Bulgaria to Ukraine along the Danube River without crossing it. What? Hungary. Is that wrong? Along the Danube River without crossing it. What the hell? Where does it go? Okay, what's under Ukraine? This is Bulgaria. Bulgaria. I don't think I should do the outlines because I think I can do this. What's around that area? Romania. Am I done? Is done? No? What? I think... Okay, we got... What am I not... What am I not... What am I not doing? Is this... I think this is it, no? Like, what more? Like Slovakia? Like, is all of that involved? What are we doing? Am I not understanding what to do? Now I'm just like, do I just say things? The Danube River without crossing. What is happening? Did I already add Belarus? What? Turkey? What are we doing here? Okay, I know I just want to do this because I don't understand what's happening. Like, I'm not understanding what I need to do. Okay. Hello, infected son. How are you today? This? What? I don't think I'm understanding this. Oop, no. Okay, maybe oh no, probably don't have enough guesses. Slovenia, I'm guessing. What? Doing good? That's good to hear. What about me? Doing pretty good. I had a really busy week. But chilling now. What are you up to this Sunday? See the white line? That's the river you need to walk around, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that... Okay, I see what they mean without crossing it. Okay, I guess we have to keep walking along this side of the river. Wait, I'm going from Bulgaria to Ukraine. So I need to keep walking. I'm not gonna make it. Oh my god. Yep, there's no way I make it with the amount of guesses I have left. For sure. Really? Oh, what? I did it? Oh my god. Okay, the shortest solution was Bulgaria, Serbia, Croatia, Hungary, Slovakia, Austria, Germany, Romania, Moldova, Ukraine. Okay. Eh. I was just like naming all the countries in the area. That's not bad. Thanks, infected. uh, okay. Very nice. Next game. Anyway, what are you up to today? Bu- 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 Nothing much today, just gonna cook and relax. Yay! A chill day. What are you cooking today? High winds there. Are high winds like a dangerous thing for Malta? Headed for 5 days, so excited for some sun tomorrow. That would be nice. It'll be nice for you to have some sun. What? Okay. Oh god. I feel like seeing this thing should be a significant thing, but it's not at all for me. Oh, what the hell? Let's look at that sign. We're gonna go with... Where are they? Okay, it's either Finland or Iceland. I'm gonna go with... tough, tough, tough. We're not used to having level 9 force winds? That's insane. Can do a bit of structural damage, but other than that, it's fine if you stay in. How are you doing? Hopefully you are safe. That's not really helping. That second sign didn't really help. Let's go. Oh. Nope. It's too tiny for me to see. That's good that you're fine. I hope that the wind stops soon. You said that it's gonna stop tomorrow, so that's good. It's calming down to 4-7. That's good. I'm gonna go with Finland. Guess. Estonia. Estonia? What is this music that's playing? This game has music? What the heck? Calming down to 4-7. Do you get rains at the same time with the winds? Or is it just like really strong winds? This game has music. Okay. Interesting. Is this Arabic? Also, I'm surprised Estonia, the language looks like that. I will look further into it. Actually... Which North African place is this? Was that a Turkish flag? Really? Mostly showers that last maybe 5 minutes. That's good. That's good that it's not like also a typhoon at the same time. Oh, hold on. Another flag? Another flag? Can we get a look at the flag? What is this flag? Okay, hold on. Maybe we go backwards a bit to look at the flag. Stand here. Is that Turkish? Actually, it might be. You're right, it might be Turkish. Really? I have never been to Turkey, so... Oh! What does that say? Is the Turkish language like this though? Honestly, you might be right. It might actually be Turkey. I've never been to Turkey in my life. Oh, hold on. That could not mean Turkey, but it could... Okay, you know what? There's someone's email on here. Why does this look kind of French? Okay, which... This looks kind of French. This looks very French, actually. Which one of them speaks French? Okay, let's go with here. Guess. What? Should have trusted myself. I thought it was Tunisia. Damn. I might be wrong, I don't know. I should have gone with my gut. My gut said Tunisia, which is so close to you, in fact. That yeah, you're right here. Okay, that was not bad. That was not bad. What in the world? Okay, this is very dense jungle. Hello, Prodigal! Hello, Goose. How have you been? Did you sell your hair as much? Let me know where the next drop is. I tried a new hairstylist / barber, and because I moved houses, right? So then I wanted someone closer by, and this was the haircut that I got. Thank you. Why do we keep seeing the front of the Google car? Can we not? Oh my god, I'm not gonna know where this is if I don't know any trees. Oh, there is civilization. Okay, hold on. Hold on. What does that mean? It could be Thailand for all I know. How have you been, Goose? What have you been up to? Also, no, I should have just said no. I I cut off my own hair and then I put together all the hair and then I made an altar to pray to it. Getting bumped by the kitty cat boss. Oh man. How's that been going? Okay, let's look at the house. This really could be, I don't know, it could be Indonesia. Man, it could be so many places. But it's quite dry. I feel like I should know, like, these roofs. These roofs mean that it's this place in the world, but I am not. Oh, there's another house. It's very... These are banana trees. Banana trees and palm trees. That doesn't really say much though. Oh! Sign! Where did the sign go? What the hell? Why is the sign so far away? Okay. It's another house. You made an altar with your hair? Yes. To pray to the curly hair gods to give my curls back. Decent profits, but man, are some of the players exhausting. Why are the players exhausting, Goose? It's a common girl thing. Yeah, I mean, all of us are doing it. Yeah. Everyone's doing it right now. It's why girls have such nice hair. I'm not a girl, so. You can still participate though, son. Infected. I still feel weird saying son. Son just sounds like I'm calling you son. Like maybe if we combine our hair, we can have enough. Are you losing hair, Goose? I'm not that gay, but thank you. Infected's only slightly gay. You're ripping your hair out because of the people? Is it because of the frustrating people on RuneScape? People complain about everything, you're stuck in an hour with them. Oh, that's sad. Are there just more people playing RuneScape these days? Because like just now when I looked at the RuneScape category, there were like 200 and something people watching it, which is quite a lot of people for RuneScape. This is why I stopped playing with randoms. Infected, do you have people that you boss with? A bunch coming back since Treasure Hunter gone soon. Oh, that's true. That's true. People might be trying to maximize the use of the keys. I'm gonna... Is this... Are these rocks or like elephant shit? I think they're rocks. I think they're rocks, not elephant shit. Okay, I don't think this is Southeast Asia. Doesn't feel right. So where? Oh my god, I'm not gonna know. What's the climate like in like South Africa? There are no signs. I have no idea about the language so far. Found a nice group to boss with. Pretty sure you follow Kyle. Yeah, I follow Kyle. And I pop in and lurk sometimes. Kyle is nice. Nice dude. Mostly boss with him. That's nice. I guess that might be a good reason for me to keep getting better at RuneScape so that I can join you all on fun stuff that I can only do at crazy levels. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna have any progress. Oh, we're in a denser area now. Okay. Are there signs? Come on. This is a huge place. Any sign would be nice. Any sign. Does this place not have any signs at all? How do people know where they are? I feel, oh my god, am I racial profile? Oh! Oh! Nigeria! Okay, where? I think it says that. I think it says Nigeria. Something Republic of Nigeria. So it's not even South Africa. Jesus. Okay, it does look quite green here. So we're gonna... I guess we'll choose the greenish areas to see. Let's go with... It's green. It's quite green. But dry. So... let's do like here. Yes, boom. Close. Okay. Where is this place? Oh. Wait, what? What in the world is happening? Okay, no thank you. You're more than welcome. We do like a weekly event on Wednesday to boss with the community. What time on Wednesday is this at? Like what time your time? Sun carrying the community, hell yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Sun is infected is just the one carrying. What in the flat land is this? Wow. What is this flat place? Okay, I guess we'll go down this way. Does that make sense? Okay, no more civilization that way. Let's go there. Yep. Let's go down this way. Maybe my friends, but we get people who are much better than me. Really? It's hard to believe that there are people out there who are better than you infected. Starts at 2 p.m. your time, usually ends at 8 p.m. 2 p.m. your time is 8 p.m. my time. 8 p.m. my time, 6 hours. It ends at 2 a.m. my time. Wow. I could probably join like Wait. From like 8 to 9 or like 8 to 10 sometimes. I guess Goose, you could join quite easily, I guess. Yeah, 4 hours from wait. No, 3 hours from now is when it starts. Yeah. Well, but not today, right? It's on Wednesday, so not today. Would that be like work time for you, Goose? I could take you to the new boss more wait, whose level? My level? Me? The new boss is more my level. I don't maybe this is not me that you're speaking to. Sign? Nope. What kind of a place has this kind of grassy greenery, flatlands, and houses like that? Wow, this is a rich neighborhood. He's a mid-level boss, level 60 shall we find? Really? No way. Okay, that would be fun. I have to learn how to like toggle prayer and stuff. Flash, hatchet, ringy, okay. The eyeball. He doesn't get a name in my book. He's just eyeball. just like how the mascot is kitty cat. Kitty cat and eyeball. Okay. Wow, what a mixed neighborhood. What the heck just happened? Now there are some abandoned looking houses. What? Okay, another nice looking house with a gate and everything. What in the world? I feel like a pro GeoGuessr person would be like, they look at this sign and they're like, oh, it's a blah blah sign. And they look at this zebra crossing and they're like, oh, it's for sure this. And like this traffic sign must, oh. Verniculus. Achat. What? Kitty cat cat cat. Last word is random because no one knows how to spell it. Okay. The naming of bosses lately is trash. Sanctum bosses took me weeks to remember. Sanctum names aren't too bad. Sanctum are the four bosses, no? Right? Where am I? With how varied everything is, I feel like... Why does it say who do stud? It sounds French. Oh. It is indeed French. Which part of France is this? Oh, look. Okay, we can try and find who do stad. Is it France though? What if it's not France? But it may be small town in a small town in France. Three. Oh, okay, 3 of them. Yes, I saw you do it a while ago. Yeah. 3 books? Stop? Why is there suddenly English? Or are all stop signs always in English, even in another country? Is stop stop in French? What the hell? We're gonna go with... It would be too crazy to try and find this. I have no idea where. Oh, but what if it's not France? What if it's like Belgium? Hmm. Two scriptures and 2 codexes. If only they were expensive. Are they not expensive? How much are they? The house have a clock on it. What does countryside France look like? Might be that, I guess. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I'm gonna do like boom, guess. Okay. Wow, it's actually kind of close to Paris. Not super close, but it's not too far of a drive, I guess. Yay, close. 3 million for a scripture and like 300k. I guess compared to the billions that you can get, 3 million and 300k is really sad. Okay, what does this mean? What does this line on the lamppost mean? Also, why is it when I zoom in it goes like this? Like, why are we zooming in like this and zooming out like that? So trippy. I have heavy reliance on on signs. Okay, very low houses. Metal. We do it for the shard, which is 1.3 billion at the moment. And then one person gets to keep the shard. Oh wait, do y'all do like whatever loot you get, you split? So like you sell it and then you split the rewards. Stonks. Goose. 62. Oh, what is that language? Oh my god, what is this language? What? Planes. Is that Russian? It's not exactly though, it's not exactly Russian. Or maybe it is. What is that? Oh my god, what is this yellow and white zebra crossing? That's what I usually do, only on the really expensive stuff. That makes sense. You one for log and left. That boss is stressful. Why is the boss stressful? God, what's this? There are no, there are, wow, the signs don't have any words. I guess it's very effective, but I don't know what that sign even meant. If I were driving here, I might kill people. Need to have fast reaction. Goose. Goose. Like, can we can we run that back? Quote of the year. Like, what does this? Wait, where are the signs that I looked at just now? Where's the sign? Now I can't even find. Oh wait, it's right here. Okay, let's walk one more step back. Like, what does that even mean? What is an orange diamond with a white border? And then what is that? Why is the arrow pointing at? Maybe this is a truck, and then they say like big trucks ahead. So I'm not the only one who does it. Accidentally kill. I don't understand the sign, so I'm gonna accidentally kill people. That's what it was. That's what's gonna happen. Maybe it's a good thing I turned in my license. It's like, oops. Need to have fast reaction. I guess I need to watch boss fights like that on RuneScape where you have to have fast reaction. Like, you have to click a lot, I guess. And time the attacks, probably. A boiled egg, yeah. It did look like a boiled egg. Actually, that looked like a diamond-shaped egg. That is true. Imagine going to court with that excuse. Like, what do you have to say for yourself? I didn't know what the sign meant. So, why did you run over? Yeah, I didn't understand the sign, okay? It's so hard. I have to drive and understand signs. Like, that's so much work to do. Why are there so many signs for crossings? I Eh. This is like countryside something. Ukraine? Maybe? Why is the zoom like this? Why does it keep going like this? Was busy trying to figure out sign, didn't see road. That, hey, that might actually work in court, right? And then start criticizing their signs. It's just like, I am helping you. You know, like now you know better that your signs don't work. So really, this is a win for everyone. I'm the victim. Yeah, exactly. Maybe Ukraine, but it doesn't seem as. I'm gonna go with like here. Oh wow. Okay, it was Russia, not Ukraine, right? Yes. Yes. Random place in Russia. Who, like, do the pros of GeoGuessr know exactly where it is, even when it's some random place out there? Your signs suck. Cries. It's like your signs are so bad that they're making me sad, and then I start crying. Luxury guest, Fori guest farm. Why is there guest twice? Oh my god, this sign. Imla, luxury guest, Fori guest farm. Okay, wow, what the heck? It just... Nothing, boom, big nature. Big plateau. That sign looks like it's overlapping with two pictures. Maybe it is. It's a pond. Oh my god, what is this landscape? Wow. Okay, I'm learning a lot about the world and how it is like. Oh! Okay, there's a cow. It says S451 and a look! This will like, this is waiting to cause an accident. This sign, this non-sign. That's an American cow. Is it an American cow? Are you an American cow? Then excuse my work on that sign, yeah. What the hell? Oh, I can't go any further. Okay, can't go that way. Excuse me, are you an American cow? Okay, I guess we have to go that way. Into the nothingness. And more cows. So many cows. And more masses of things. Giant rocks. Wait, this looks like where you live? Do you... you live in a place like this? That's insane. That's crazy. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh wait, no, it was just Imla again. Should we go down Imla or this way? We'll go down this way. If it tries to sell you an extended warranty for your car, yes. Oh man. Oh, it's the end of this road too. What the hell? Takes me 40 minutes to get to the grocery store. Wow. Can I go down this road? Oh wow, this is it! This is all I get! This is all I get? And the only sign I get is Imla Imla? Okay, let's study Imla Imla a bit more. Bunch of those kind of cows though. Luxury guest, Fori guest farm. You know what? Let's just try. Okay, where in America could this be? If America. Wait, but Goose, you said that you were in the South. Probably just says Imla. New Mexico. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I see what you mean, Infected. It's actually just Imla, Luxury, Guest, Fori, Farm. The picture is just like extended for some reason. New Mexico, this seems like the South. Really? This seems like the South? Okay, I guess this is the South. Would you, okay, so in the US, would you call all of this like New Mexico, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana? What is the South in the US? I thought the South was like Louisiana and all of this. Florida, Alabama, Georgia. Yeah, I think it's probably Arizona or New Mexico. Okay, we're gonna... Oof. Okay, let's go with like around here. Guess. I guess the terrain is quite similar. Let's go look. Let's go look at where it is. Oh my god. Oh, what the hell? Is Imla farm on the map? Imla! Imla guess farm. Still the South. It is still the South. The horizontal line where the top of Oklahoma is across the US is roughly all the South. Oh. Oh, what? Okay, I did not know that. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to the US map. So, from here down, so like Tennessee, Arkansas. So Texas is the South as well. So what's the Midwest then? Is Midwest like Utah, Colorado, Kansas, Nebraska? They legit just dirt and hay. We had the right idea, just the wrong continent. Yes, I think this is still a win for us, guys. It's still a win. We guessed the right direction on the compass. South was the right idea. We were very close. Very close. Only 15,000 kilometers difference. I think we did a good job. 15,000 is nothing. They legit just dirt and hay. I could only walk on... We can walk that, don't worry. Yeah, exactly. It's an easy stroll. I do that every day after dinner, you know? Uber. uh, a year's worth of wages. We need to get like Uber Uber boat or something. Uber kayak. It's another one of like these types of places. What the heck? Oh man. Why do they keep doing the really difficult ones? Is that a police car? Was that a police car? I'm right on top of the car now. Oh no. That was a police car. Okay. Wait, what direction am I going in? Is that a prison? Wait, what prison? This? Back here? Police prison confirmed. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that was a prison. Okay, let's go to prison. Let's go to prison! Wow. Oh, like this. This place. Does this look like a prison? It looks like just someone's house. Look, there's like pretty plants. Looks like a drug dealer's house. Yeah, I think that might be it. Whatever it is, they don't want people going in there. They don't want people going in there, and they don't seem to want people coming out as well. So both ways. What are people building? What are people wearing? Are we in Africa again? What the heck is with these round things? Square. Square, square, circle, circle. The cops right there, sus. It all does seem kinda sus. Oh, it's the end of the road again. I'm gonna go with Africa, but I don't know where. Let's go down this road. Go down, 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 down. Boom, boom, boom. Can we turn? We can turn! Okay. Wow, so many... Okay, why are there so many police cars? Why are there so many police cars here? Oh my god. Oh my god, another one. What? Okay, so this is a very intense area. Okay, I guess we can't go further down this way. Oh wait, no, we are. It's just that the police car. Oh, we witnessing a crime in progress. Bruh. The Google car. So many cars. It's like 5 cop cars. Oh my god, what's happening? What the heck? There's more. Okay, wow. What is this place that needs so many police? Morning Star Oil, wow. That's a very metal name for a petrol slash gas station. More police. Okay, what is this place? And why? Oh, finally! I don't know this language at all. And I think this is the end of the road that we can go to and see. Okay, what place in Africa is has Morning Star, the gas station / petrol station, and like a lot of police, like so many police. Okay, a very green area. Let's just go with here. Oh, it's Nigeria again? Okay. Okay, let's move on to another game. I'm done with guessing obscure locations. I want to play Food Guesser. Okay. We ran away from the police. Oh, there's no music on this, but I think that's fine. Lamb, yellow split peas, tomatoes, onions, garlic, dried lime, turmeric, cinnamon, saffron, tomato paste, oil, water, salt, pepper, potatoes. Potatoes optional? Potatoes are never optional. Eggplant optional. Saffron, turmeric, saffron, and cinnamon. Tender beef or lamb simmered with split peas, tomatoes, and dried limes. Crispy potato sticks or eggplant. Yeah, eggplant as well. Sounds Greek. The audacity of making them optional. Yeah, exactly. What the heck? Let's try Greece. It could be possible. Turmeric though. Warm! Okay, so it's close to Greece. Split peas. Dried lime. Cinnamon. And close to Greece. Let's go map. Maps. Jeez. Okay. Okay, we're going to Greece. Could have gone the other way around, but never mind. Okay, we are here. It's warm, close to Greece. It has cinnamon, tomato, and saffron. Split peas. Let me try Lebanon. Still says warm. It's east of Lebanon. Okay. Saffron. Turmeric as well. It just feels like it would be. Let's go with Iran. Oh, Iran! I don't know how to pronounce that. Keme. Nice. Yeah, this sounds tasty. Would you eat this? Potato sticks is interesting. Persian culinary traditions. I see. Okay. Typically served with white rice. Inclusion of dried lime or limu amani is a distinctive feature that lends the stew its characteristic tangy flavor. There's not much I wouldn't eat, to be fair. Cereal with water? I'd try it. Not a fan of veggies though. Is there a lot of veggies? I guess. Okay. I guess. Like, how are you with peas? Religious gatherings and ceremonies. It is often prepared and distributed as nazari, a form of charitable food offering. Okay. Cool. Persia. Yum. Most people would eat it. Most people say yum. Who are the people who say yuck to that? What the hell? Fish, rice, onions, pine nuts, olive oil, lemon juice, salt, pepper, cumin again. Like these spices: cumin, cinnamon, turmeric again. Rice. And the rice looks like long grain rice. This dish features fragrant rice cooked with caramelized onions and warm spices, typically topped with golden tender fish fillets. Toasted nuts and fresh herbs add a delightful crunch and aroma. Served with a side of tangy tahini sauce. Tahini. Very picky when it comes to veggies. What is this disaster on a plate? Everything is brown. Yeah, yeah. I blame my mom for feeding me so much veggies when I was young. What is a vegetable that you would eat infected? Okay, the tahini sauce. Tahini is sesame. Sesame with fish, cumin, cinnamon, and turmeric. Okay, that feels very specific. Fish. Fish with those things. Tahini sauce? Let's go with Syria. Oh! Syria borders. Is it just Turkey? Is it Turkey? Is it Turkey? Maybe it's Lebanon. Let's go with Lebanon. It is Lebanon! Sayadye. Potatoes, lettuce, green beans. That's quite a variety of greens. Well, okay, hold on. 2 of them are green. Potatoes are not green. Associated with coastal regions, fishing communities, Lebanon, reflecting its ingredients primarily sourced from the sea. Exactly. Yeah. Sayadye, I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong, is derived from the Arabic word sayad, meaning fisherman. There's a strong connection to fishing culture. The main components of society include the fish, such as sea bass, grouper, or snapper. Those are yummy fish, which are typically used due to their firm texture and mild flavor. Those are yummy. They are yummy. Do enjoy a good pumpkin soup though. That's very vegetable-y. Rice cooked in fish stock. Ooh, wow. This actually sounds like a flavor bomb. But I don't love eating like a whole fried fish like that. Oh well. But those fish, okay, sea bass, grouper, and snapper are not so bad bones wise, so yum. Wow, it's quite like almost half split. Okay. Would y'all eat this? Would you eat the fish and the rice? Yum or pass? You try it? You eat the rice? The rice actually sounds really yummy. Okay, next round. Oh, what in the world? Rice, sesame seeds, salt, roasted peanuts. Roasted peanuts and shredded coconut. Okay. Coconut? What's wrong with coconut, Goose? This dish consists of compact hand-pressed rice balls, typically served as a convenient and portable meal option, okay? Often accompanied by salted sesame and peanut mixtures. Or grilled meats. That's the last thing I think of to mix with rice. Oh, really? There's like quite a lot of coconut rice stuff on this side of the world. Like, there's this dish called nasi lemak, which literally translates to rice oil. It's like the rice is in coconut oil, and then we have a lot of like glutinous rice desserts that are served with coconut oil. I mean, no, not coconut. Served with coconut milk. Like, I think, like, have you had mango sticky rice before? Like, mango sticky rice sometimes has a side of like coconut milk, you know? You've not had mango sticky rice? Okay, that was like the most popular thing I could think of that's like more international, that might be more internationally known. You could go to a Thai restaurant and they probably would serve it. Coconuts would kill you, like revolt against you. Yeah, are you allergic to coconut? You're allergic to coconut? Yeah, okay, then it's good then that you maybe it's good you're not on this side of the world. Cause there's so much food with like coconut milk here. People seem oh you're mad. People do seem to love coconut flavor things. You're missing out or what happens when you eat coconut, Goose? Sesame and peanut. Sesame and peanut. And rice. This is tough. Let's go in Nepal first. Warm. East of Nepal. Let's do Myanmar. Wow. Really? Okay, maybe. Oh, hold on. Calm Nam. Okay. Vietnam. Yeah, isn't it a Vietnamese name? Yeah, it is a Vietnamese name. Coconut makes me nauseous, even just smelling it. That can happen. It can be quite a nauseating smell and taste. Throat swells, haven't had it close, but not gonna. Okay, that's very dangerous, Goose. Okay. Well, I'm glad you didn't have a worse episode. Yeah, it's a Vietnamese name. Good call, Goose. Oh my god. I'm glad we looked at the name first. Rural Vietnam. Use up leftovers and minimize waste. Okay. It's slightly overcooked or sticky, making it easier to mold the grains in a cohesive ball. I mean, it would be yummy, I guess, but I don't think I would really choose to eat this. Kom nam is particularly prevalent in northern Vietnam. In this region, the dish is sometimes enjoyed with a side of pickled vegetables. Soy sauce. Fermented shrimp paste. And eggs? This is so what? Okay. I will pass on these actually. People are saying yum. Okay. Final score 12,500. Yay. Yeah, better avoid it. Sounds like you had a small dose when that happened, luckily. Yeah. A Girl Scout cookie. Oh my god. When your throat oh my. Did you have an EpiPen with you? No, had no idea. Oh man. Well, I'm glad that you were okay from that. Well, not okay. You were not okay because you were having an allergic reaction, but like you came out of that okay. Did you get tested to make sure you're allergic to it? Is it normal to be able to like what kind of okay? Infected, have you gotten an allergic test? An allergy test before? Have either of you done an allergy test? Patatim versus rendang. Oh my god, rendang. Rendang is so yummy. Look, it's a dish with coconut milk. That's what I was talking about. It's a savory dish with coconut milk and spices. If you ever come down here, Goose, you need to ask what's in the food. So you stay safe. There is a lot of coconut milk down here. Kinda self-tested, had some coconut stuff like, oh no, Goose. Oh. Okay. It's sad that you can't have coconut stuff. I think you would actually really enjoy the flavors of stuff that has coconut stuff in it. Never had one. Cause it feels like in the States, like a lot more people seem to, well, in fact that you're not from the US, but it seems like it's a lot more common in certain places to get allergy tests, like for kids. Over here we don't really have many I don't think we really do that here. I think people are gonna choose people might choose this. I think people might choose the chicken, but oh my god, rendang with nasi biryani is amazing. Aha, wow, it's really close. Oh my god, so close. Bahulu. Oh, this is a sweet cake like thing. Francescina, Portugal. Immune system too weak. Oh, I don't think it's weak. It just doesn't agree with coconut, sadly. Used to have a friend who was allergic to grass, and gym class was required to be in a grass field. Oh god. Did they just skip gym then, always? We can get tested here, I'm guessing. Not the same, but my mom took a tolerance test earlier to see. What? Okay, what was the process of a tolerance test? That's cool. That's a cool one. Because it can also be important to know what irritates your gut. They almost always ended up in a nurse office like 20 minutes in. That's so sad. Why did they force them to go on the grass anyway? Oh my god. Or did they want to join? I guess they might have wanted to join gym class because it can be quite sad having to miss taking part in class. Bread, ham, sausage, and steak. Oh, come on. People have to choose this. I would choose this over this bahulu any day. This. What? People are choosing the bahulu? Why? The teacher was just a boomer and didn't believe in allergies? What? Did they want a student to die on them? Are they crazy? What kind of crazy teacher does that? Blood work and like she had to hold 2 metal rods for a machine. I did. Interesting. So what foods did she find out that she was intolerant to? Smells like a lawsuit. I agree with that. They wanted the kid to tough it out. That's, oh my god. Oh, what a boomer. That poor kid. The teacher is really lucky the kid did not. Why did fuck off get banned? There we go. Infected. Thanks, infected. Anyway, the teacher's so lucky that the kid did not get sent to the hospital or something, or like start to die. I have the results but forgot what it was. California roll can fuck up so tasty and pins my mouth. I agree. High five. High five to that. Ooh. Imitation crab. Why do people even eat imitation crab meat? It's so gross. The braised chicken sounds good. Oh my god, the braised chicken sounds so good. Why would anyone choose California roll over braised chicken? Braised chicken. How is this close? People were choosing the California roll. Just waste of my tasting abilities, yeah. It's a waste of sensory ability. Peking pork. Mongolian beef. Mongolian beef. I was just about to say, like, Mongolian beef isn't actually a thing in Mongolia, I don't think. United States and Taiwan. Yeah, Mongolian beef is from Taiwan. I don't think it's like an actual Mongolian thing. Also, I don't think this is Peking pork. This is probably what is called is sweet and sour pork. Yes, it's sweet and sour pork. Yeah, what the hell is Peking? Exactly, I don't know what Peking pork is, but I think people would choose. Ooh, this is a hard choice. Mongolian beef is from Taiwan. I think people would choose Peking pork, but whoa, people chose Mongolian beef. I've never had Mongolian beef. Is it nice? Have you had Mongolian beef, Goose? What is this? Osipek. Wow, this is both things I cannot pronounce. Can't say I have. Mongolian beef just I've seen it in LA. Americanized Asian food makes me sad. Oh. Yeah, I have not had Americanized Asian food. I couldn't bring myself to do it. When I was in the States, I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. I wanted to try it just for like the novelty of it, like just to taste what Americanized Asian food tastes like. But I also found it really hard to bring myself to pay for any of it. This dish is made from salted sheep's milk cheese. Ooh, after drying, it's traditionally smoked over a fire for several days, this giving it a distinctive flavor and color. Cold cheese with cranberry sauce. Okay. The other one is cereals such as wheat and barley with seeds, fenugreek seeds and coriander, and then with these spices, anise and caraway. Okay. To serve, mix the powder with olive oil and water or milk to create a paste, which can be eaten on its own or spread on bread. I guess it's like a sweet seed paste. Okay, what would people choose? This is cheese? People might choose this. What? People chose the milk? Okay. Asian food so good because it's heavily seasoned, then Americanized Asian food is the opposite. Is it not seasoned? It always looks so like saucy. The Americanized Asian food. Wheat, peanuts, and peas. She came out low positive. Oh. Man, so do y'all have to not have pizza and pasta then? At least that sounds like it's easy to avoid. Yeah, I guess so. Potatoes, eggs, milk as well. Whoa. High for yeast. Yeast probably does create like problems. Histamine problems. Okay, at least the very common foods are low positive, so then it's not too bad. Wheat, potatoes, and eggs and milk is tough. It just tastes like heavy sugar or heavy salt. Yeah, I figured it looks like it either tastes like heavy sugar or heavy salt. Where the spices, yeah. It looks like just very sugary and salty sauces. She just takes small portions of it. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you can always reduce portion size and exposure in that way. Okay, this is from Peru, and this is from... What? It's available in Austria, Australia, New Zealand, Switzerland, United Kingdom, Germany. That's interesting. Ground beef, onions, garlic, tomatoes, and other spices. Peppers are covered with a layer of cheese and baked until cheese is melted and bubbling. That sounds yummy. Oh my god, that sounds so good. This dish is a no-bake dessert that combines crushed cookies or biscuits with rich mixture of butter, cocoa, and sugar, often enhanced with... Oh no, it's coconut again. Coconut or nuts. It is set in a rectangular shape and cut into slices. The interplay of crunchy and smooth textures along with its chocolatey flavor makes it a delightful treat, popular for its simplicity and indulgent taste. I'm gonna go with the beef, but I have a feeling people are gonna go with the sweets. Yup. Kulkupap Indio Vijo? She mostly eats veggies, meat, and fish anyways. That's good. At least she still has that, and she likes to eat those things, so that's good. Anything Korean food, hell yeah. Ooh, boiling beef or anchovy stock. Clean oysters thoroughly. Ooh, oyster. Add Minced garlic, soy sauce, and salt for seasoning. Incorporate cooked rice into rice in soup. Yummy. Garnish with chopped green onions and sprinkle of ground black pepper before serving. That sounds yummy. This dish features shredded beef simmered with corn masa. What's corn masa? Onions, sweet peppers, garlic, tomatoes, and citrus juice. Mixture is cooked until thick and hearty, resulting in a stew with a distinctive tangy flavor and smooth texture, often tinted with achiote. Be right back. Alright, see you in a bit, infected. Garnished with fresh herbs, it is traditionally served warm, sometimes accompanied by rice or tortillas for a satisfying, comforting meal. This is hard to choose between the two, but I think I'm gonna go. Oof. Which would you pick, Goose? Man, but look at the banchan. Oh, beef and seafood together in a stew is so good though. But this also looks like it's Korean, but feel like people don't tend to like seafood. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I have like 4 wrong already. What's another one wrong? I think people are gonna go with the Nicaragua dish. Yep. You were right, Goose. This is Nepal, Bangladesh, India. Is that fish? Is that small fish lying beside each other? Seafood gang gang. Ube cake. Oh, why is it purple? Is that yam? What is an ube? This dish is a visually stunning, vibrant purple cake made with ube. Oh, okay. It is a yam. A purple yam known for its subtly sweet, nutty flavor. It's typically a soft, moist sponge cake layered with creamy ube-flavored frosting. Sometimes it's adorned with coconut flakes. It's more coconut or condensed milk. I guess you can have the condensed milk version. Bro, this game. This dessert is celebrated for its unique flavor and delightful taste, making it a popular choice for festive occasions. You're gonna make it out alive. Okay, let's look at this other one. Maybe it's coconut free. Yeah, there's no coconut in this one. This dish is a fragrant, spicy fish stew, bursting with flavors from a blend of turmeric, cumin, coriander, and other aromatic spices. It features tender fish pieces cooked with tomatoes, potatoes, and sometimes eggplant, simmered in a rich broth, often accompanied by rice. It is a comforting and hearty meal that is both nourishing and satisfying. The harmonious blend of spices creates a vibrant and savory experience. I am gonna go with I think people are gonna go with the cake, but it is quite like a strange cake flavor, I think, to most people. I probably pick around the cake. What's the risk? You could just get the condensed flavor version, condensed milk flavor version. I think I'm gonna go with the cake. I don't think I want to. This fish looks like it's gonna be a pain to like pick the bones out, and I really don't like choking on tiny fish bones. I mean, who likes that? No one goes like, yeah, I really feel like choking on some tiny fish bones today, but like, oh, it's not fun. Oh my god, that's so close. It's like less than 1% difference. People were split between the cake and the fish. Wow. Sausage sizzle. Why does it look like that? Why does the sausage look like that? Satay. Oh, this is just satay. Satay is yummy. You know what I find curious is that some will just eat shrimp with the shell and all. Like fried shrimp? I think when it's fried, like deep fried, it's possible to eat the shrimp with the shell, but I would not eat like boiled shrimp with the shell. Oh, that's I would not want that like stuck in my throat as well. And it's just like the texture is gross. You can't just ask someone why their sausage is like that. Why is the sausage like that? Why does it look like it has? Why does it look diseased? Not saying, okay, people out there with sausages. Now it's diseased. People out there with actual problems. uh your sausage is needs to get checked. This dish involves grilling sausages. Slice onions and cook them until caramelized. Serve the sausages in slices of white bread. Oh my god, the culture of Australian food. Topped with caramelized onions. Optionally, add sauces like tomato ketchup or mustard. Enjoy with friends and a cold beverage. The cold beverage is probably beer. Not a sausage fan. Not a sausage fan, I guess. I actually like sausages. Sausages are yummy. I like various sausages. I like Taiwanese sausage. I like Polish sausage. I like German sausage. I like regular sausage. Taiwanese sauce is so underrated, yeah. In clay pot rice, oh my god. This dish features skewered and grilled chicken. Oh wait, I know what satay is. Oh my god. It has coconut milk in it as well. I didn't know satay had coconut milk. It has coconut oil. Satay is so tasty though. I think people are gonna go with satay. Satay is great. Yeah, satay. What have you had Taiwanese sausage in, Goose? Turns out I can have half of the food in this world. Oh man. Have you had much Indian food, Goose? You had it in Taiwan when you went on a business trip? Oh. I'm glad you got to try like the legit version. Chicken inasal. That's yummy. Chicken inasal is yummy. Vinegar, sour, sweet. So Filipino. This is a cheese? It's blue cheese. Blue cheese versus chicken inasal. I'm guessing people are gonna choose chicken inasal. Yay! No, we got below the average score. What? I had it in wait, what? Oh, okay. Not too much Indian food fan, but it looks like it takes a lot of skill to cook. I guess it does. Indian food is very heavy. I haven't eaten Indian food in ages because my belly and like my body just doesn't agree with it. But I do like some flavors, I guess, from there. Okay. I shall head off soon. Are you gonna head to bed soon, Goose? Bedtime. Thanks for being here, Goose. It was nice to have you back on stream. Well, back here on the stream. That was so fun. Back warming up broth. In fact, that just came back. I'm leaving. What broth are you having, Infected? I want broth too. You missed our Infected sausage dog. Yeah, do you like sausage, Infected? Are you a sausage man? I'm gay. Aww. Yay! Infected love sausage. We were talking about all the sausages in the world. We were talking about Taiwanese sausage, German sausage, Polish sausage. You like sausage? We have a Maltese one. Yeah, yeah, you told me about that before. That's like, it sounds really yummy. Not okay. I just searched Maltese and the dog came up. Not the dog. Not the dog. The sausage. Maltese sausage. Okay, let's have a quick look at Maltese sausage before we go. Traditional fresh sausage made from ground pork. Coriander seeds, garlic, parsley, peppercorns. Oh my god. That sounds so yummy. Every time the dog comes up as first result, yeah. Yeah, I searched Maltese, like, look at this. Maltese, boom. Oh, what the heck. No, not the dog. But if you search Pitbull the artist is the first to show, really? Okay, let's try that, Pitbull. Oh, Pitbull. Okay. I forgot what songs Pitbull has. What? And I almost started singing a Sean Paul song. It's not Shonda Paul. Anyway. What broth are you having, Infected? Every time we matter too. What am I doing? Okay. Beef, potatoes, rice, bit of tomato paste. Oh. In it with chicken stock. That sounds so yummy. That sounds so yummy. Yeah, it sounds filling. It sounds like really hearty. Goose, what did you have for snack? Typically you have like a late night snack. What happened? No veggies because of me, otherwise she would put in some. You do have veggies. You got potatoes and tomato. Spring rolls, shrimp spring rolls, yummy. Alright. Enjoy your food. I am gonna make my own food now. I'm gonna also have beef and tomato paste and clams and mussels. That'll be yummy. Hell yeah, yeah. It's gonna be yummy. Love mussels. I love mussels too. Alright, have a good day, both of you. Well, good night, Goose. And have a good rest of your day, Infected. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye. Catch y'all soon. Probably Wednesday. Bye-bye. Take care.